Hi there. For anybody who is watching and doesn't know, my name is Nick, and I was Josh's cousin. And if you're watching this video, obviously you know what's going on. We lost Josh last year. We all miss him dearly. This has been, a very heartbreaking situation, but one of the things that is very nice that has helped a little bit is hearing stories about Josh and listening to those stories and then being like, yeah, that's such a Josh story. That sounds exactly how I remember him. And my cousin Zach, his brother, is putting together a video tribute with people sharing some of those stories on video. I've seen his and I've seen my Uncle Don's. I really loved listening to both of them. They were both very spot on Josh stories. And so I wanted to tell mine as well. And I'm looking forward to hearing everybody else's when this all gets put together. So the first story that I wanted to tell, I'll tell two stories and then just an observation. My first memory, I think it was David and Wendy's wedding. It might have been Ryan and Aaron's, or maybe Rachel and Chad's wedding, but I think it was David and Wendy's. This is when we first learned that Josh was an incredible dancer. Josh did the worm at David and Wendy's wedding probably 1,000 times. It felt like he did the worm from the moment that the dance floor opened until close. He just was going across the dance floor doing the worm to every song the entire night. And he was absolutely crushing it. He's probably like 7 or 8 years old, and he was going very slow, up and down, very methodical, just a very textbook 10 out of 10 worm that he was pulling off. And everybody loved it. I loved it. And Zach and I talk about this at every Downey wedding. It's one of our favorite memories, is how he just did the worm for the entire night. He crushed it. He was really good. And then my second story, and this is a very dumb story, but it comes to my head all the time. Recently, it's been coming to my head all the time, just kind of when I'm driving and I think of Josh. This is the story that really comes to mind for me, and it's so dumb. But we went to go see the movie Grown Ups in theaters, and there's a part at the end of the movie, towards the end, probably in the last 2 minutes. It's a very immature, very stupid, very childish Adam Sandler, perverted joke that gets made. And when it got made, I laughed at it. I thought it was funny. Josh, though, was laughing uncontrollably. He just could not help himself. Josh was going nuts in the theater when this joke was made. It was one of those things where he just was absolutely done. And so I kind of stopped watching the rest of the movie, and I just paid attention to Josh for the final 2 minutes because I couldn't stop laughing at how Josh couldn't stop laughing. And it was one of those things. The movie ended, we go out into the parking lot, and I just remember him telling the joke over and over and over again and laughing at it over and over and over again. And it's one of those things, every single time I see that movie, and it's on TV constantly, I think of Josh every time, and it's always a big smile. It's just one of my favorite memories. And lastly, as an observation, this is something I've talked about with Zach. I don't have as many personal memories of Josh because I didn't have as much one-on-one interaction with him. That's mainly because Zach and I were so close in age and such close cousins. And then Matt, my younger brother, and Josh were so close in age as well. And they were very close. So, a lot of the times he would break off with my brother and Zach and I would go somewhere else. So I didn't have as much one-on-one time with Josh. But what I did know that was, insanely obvious to me, even though I didn't spend a lot of time with Josh, was what a study was, how blessed he was, and how beloved he was. My brother Matt loved him, more than anything. My mom loved him dearly. My dad thinks the world of him, and I know that Grandpa Bob thought the world of Josh, and we all do, but Grandpa Bob, I know, really, really, really loved Josh. So many of us did, and we all miss him. And I think that we all should take a lot of pride in the fact that he was a part of our family. And to Uncle Don and Mary Lynn and Zach, I hope that you guys take a lot of pride in it, because you guys played a role in his life and the type of person that he was, and he was an incredible person. So you should take pride in that. I love you all. Look forward to hearing more of these stories about Josh, and I miss you.